you all hear us okay?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna go check in the front to see whether anyone else is out there before you guys begin.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes.
Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, Kathy girl. Hey.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me because I didn't know if anybody could hear. All right.
Let me see if Damon is here today.
He was meeting with a client in the New York
Oh, okay. He said he's
room.
gonna
I don't
come
know if
after.
he's finished or not.
Okay, I won't bother him then.
Yeah, because it's right there.
Okay.
Do change your hair. Do, because I didn't know who you were.
Yes, I changed my hair a lot.
Okay. The only thing I do is I braid it once it gets warm. I braid it up. It'll be like this till November 15th. Because it's too thick, too long.
I ain't done that. I haven't cut it.
It's okay. You got a face.
Hmm?
So you got a face. But when did you want them to get started?
Okay, you chair the meeting, right? Right.
Yeah, I am. But I know she alone.
Do you guys already have someone taking attendance or?
Miss Stucky's.
Okay.
Brittany. Yes, the Zoom here.
It should be in a calendar. Well, you don't have to enter the Zoom with your computer because it's right there.
I just want to get to the.
Someone is. Oh, that's you, Ms. Bush. Can you mute yours? Because it's creating a feedback.
Oh, okay.
You could just mute it, but technically you guys are here.
Can you mute mine on yours? Because that's where I had put it.
Echo, there must be two devices on at the same time in somebody's space.
Because mine is already muted. But I had cut that one on at the bottom of the machine.
Going to get the,
So mine is already muted.
well,
I think you could just log out because you don't need to be logged in. We're already logged in here as a unit.
oh,
I
I
can
know
just
what's
remove
wrong.
you. I'll just remove you. Just easier to do that.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot to get on this Wi-Fi.
I'm finna host some.
Was their agenda sent out?
Yes, there was.
There was an agenda sent out and it should be attached to the calendar invite.
That was sent from you? Who was it?
It,
Who is it in an email? Just say so I can go to it.
it's on the calendar invite. It's not in the email.
Okay, so I go to my Google Calendar. Is that what you're saying?
If that's what your calendar platform is, wherever you go to access the link to join the meeting in that invite, there should be 2 attachments. I believe one was an agenda and one was a meeting summary from the last meeting.
Of March
Yeah,
20th.
one was the notes and one is SILC agenda May 15th.
Oh, no, I don't have that. I have the meetings all set up,
Okay,
but
no
I have
worries.
no email. Can you send it to me in an email to recovery2000@gmail.com?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, wait a minute, I have it. It says SILC meeting, SILC agenda. It's in the email.
Mhm. Says upcoming and past trainings.
May 15th. I got it. I'm so sorry.
Not a problem. Thank you.
It's been a busy week.
Robin, what time did you want to call the meeting to order so I can make a note of it?
Well, we're waiting for Robin.
I'm right here. I was waiting for, Yvonne to get her. Is everybody ready? Okay.
I have the agenda now. Thank
And
you.
then you can ask her to do roll call.
Yvonne, could you?
Or I guess, should we,
Brittany. Should it be Brittany?
well, should we do the minutes? Yeah, Brittany.
Brittany, could you please do roll call?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Could you do roll call?
Okay. Is LaKimia Pitchford on?
Yep, present.
Okay. I have Robin Mendez New,
Present.
Miss Darnice Bush,
Present.
Andy Reese,
Where's Present?
He's on.
okay.
But he's muted, so he's present.
And out, so he may have stepped away from his computer briefly, but he is logged in as present.
Okay. Lisa Payne.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey girls. Yvonne Smith.
Here, can you speak up? Thank you.
Okay. Kathy Fleming.
Don't say.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey.
Hey,
That's everyone I have at this point, and myself, obviously.
Did you
Miss
say
Brown
you
is on. I
was-
see her phone number.
Yeah, I'm on. Lynn Brown is on. Miss Lynn Brown is on. Okay, Miss Brown, because I marked you absent. I apologize. I have you now.
Yeah.
Please don't. Please don't.
I saw her number come up.
Okay.
And there were a couple of people that sent emails that said that they would be absent. So,
Well, who
Yeah.
they sending them to?
Well, I know
They
Kim
sent
is
them
not
out
here. I
today.
don't think she actually realized it was a meeting today. But Kim Bellamy is not here.
Oh yeah, I have her as absent. That's fine. And Mr. Sims is not coming on, right?
yeah, there were 2 people that sent this.
I'm
They
not
said-
sure.
They
Okay.
said that they were not gonna be able to attend.
Okay.
Ivy Bullock was one of them. I saw her.
Yeah,
With
so
her
you
note.
could put them there, add them as
Was it Kim?
excused.
Was it Kim?
I have Kim Bellamy and Ivy Bullock as absentees. That's everyone, right?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Alrighty.
Could you, for people with low vision, can you read over the minutes, sort of summarize the minutes? Ms. Stuckey.
Okay. Hold on for 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay. In the previous meeting minutes, I have all attendees as LaKenya Pitchford, Robin Mendez Newell, Avi Bullock, Damon Johnson Jr., Darnice Bush, Kim Bellamy, Andy Reese, Brittany Stuckey, and Charlisa Payne. For my absentees, I have Kathy Fleming, Richard Sims, and Lynn Brown. The meeting was called to order at 12:06 p.m. by Robin Mendez Newell. The first order of business was the spill has been submitted. We were waiting for feedback from the ACLU. The PPR had to be completed and submitted by Monday, March 24th, 2025. The new order of business was equipment distribution. There were about 10 computers and the training through RSA. Additional training on roles and responsibilities was supposed to be discussed about a potential date for April 15, 2025. Also, we talked about potentially combining the DCCU and the Independent Living Specialist mini forums into the SILC activities, as well as Donnie's and Robin to confirm more training dates for appropriate parties. Another matter was for the board to assess direction of the new administration's policies to determine next steps related to activities planning. And that was the conclusion of the minutes from the last meeting. Does that sound right for everybody?
Yeah, yeah.
So did anybody have anything to add to?
I didn't have anything to add to it. I was just, did you hear back from?
I didn't hear the date of when the meeting was.
20th, March
March
20th.
20th.
Okay, I just said I didn't hear that. You
Okay.
telling me now that that's when it was, but I didn't hear it.
Okay, let me ask the question. That's when we receive our Chromebooks?
No,
No.
because that's the
No.
first, that's the meeting that we had. It was, our
That's the first
Chromebooks was
quarterly
after that
meeting.
meeting.
Okay, we had a
That was the
meeting.
first membership meeting after the,
Okay,
after
let me
the
ask you, let me say one more thing. I never received email. Please get my email so I can be on part of the meeting because I feel alienated because I never know when or where. So I need to know.
That's
So
Lynn Brown.
that's what I'm asking.
But
That's
it
what
looked
I'm
like-
asking.
did she get her?
Hey, Ms. Brown, this is
Yes,
Brittany.
this was in
You can give it to
the-
me. You can say
Okay.
it now and I'll make a note of it, okay?
Okay, yes, Brittany.
It would be helpful if we use one of those things wherein when you get the notice, it asks you, do you want to have it click to your calendar so you can put it in your Google, Yahoo calendar, if you have that capability. I know some of the meetings I'm on, I have the same issue because I have lots of meetings and it's helpful if you, when you send the notice of the meeting in the Zoom, that it's added to your calendar, if you have that feature in your version of Zoom.
Ms. Brown, I'm ready to take the note of your email if you're ready.
Okay,
Ready
it's
to call the meeting in order, agenda. Oh, Jesus.
They need to accept it,
Yeah, oh, we
Minutes.
have to accept the minutes?
yeah, accept the minutes as read.
I second it.
Yay.
Say all,
Yeah, I'll give it to you later.
you, all in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so now.
Aye.
Now I call the meeting in order and Damien just walked in.
Yeah, you can add his name.
Everybody.
And he walked in just in time
For what?
for the first agenda item,
For the first agenda.
What's that?
upcoming and past trainings.
Oh.
Did you find out anything from, Dale?
And it's funny because I just was on a call with him and I forgot to ask. So,
We still don't have it.
we still
yet.
have a, update on training. I'm gonna reach out to Dale after this meeting is over. I'm gonna call him and see when he's available to come do training on the Chromebooks.
Okay, and this is Darnie.
I didn't hear.
Still,
Training on what? I can't hear what the training was, and the thing
training
is
was
not
on,
coming up.
Damon was, the training advance, go ahead.
So I'm reaching out to Dale, our AT specialist, so he can provide training on the Chromebooks that y'all received.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay.
And I am, this is Darnice, reaching out to, not Nickel, but, well, Nickel and, ACL to make sure that our members get training on SILC responsibilities and duties. It hasn't been scheduled yet. But as soon as it is, I'll let everybody know. Any questions about that? Oh, the next thing is the planning of
The planning of the youth conference summit.
we can talk about that.
Okay, the date was for July, was it July?
I think we said we were gonna try for September.
September?
It's still gonna be September or, because they were saying October might be too late. But it's usually between September and October. But we prefer September. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
So we still need to come up with a theme because we said we wanted to concentrate on mental health.
Mental health.
What else?
Let's back up. So before we come up with a thing, does everybody agree to have it at the Plaza Hotel again?
Why did we forget it?
Yep.
Okay,
So
so
we could take a motion. You can ask somebody to make a motion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we have a relationship with them already.
Exactly. We've been doing it for them for so many years. Unless you can find a place that's cheaper, I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah, you're not gonna find any.
okay, so
That's
then
what
somebody,
I'm saying. That's what I'm
So
saying.
somebody gonna make a motion that we use the Washington
What's
Plaza
the
Hotel.
location of the Plaza Hotel?
10
Number 10 Thomas Circle,
Yeah.
Northwest.
Northwest.
That just for the minutes. Go ahead, thank you.
But I'm still waiting. Somebody needs to make a motion.
I'll make a
motion.
motion that the youth conference be held at the Plaza Hotel at 10 Thomas Circle Northwest. Anyone second?
I second.
I second.
Well, we
Okay,
keep saying youth conference, but it's the youth and consumer.
Yeah.
Youth and I correct myself. Youth and consumer conference. Youth and
Preferably in-
adult conference.
And that'll be,
The youth and consumer forum.
yeah, and that it'll take place sometime in September, hopefully.
Hello.
Do we want it so many weeks after school
And
starts?
Charlize.
School start in August or in September, so they will be
I wanna
notified.
have it in August, the school's not open in August.
I'm looking at mid.
Because we have to contact you.
no.
School system.
So what do you suggest? October?
September.
I think
Oh,
August. is
subject to
kinda early.
availability,
Cause you gotta round up all those kids.
right, that's why I
Maybe-
said you wanna have it so many weeks after school starts, that's why I say, subject to availability 3 weeks.
Why, it's usually September or October. That's what,
Hey everyone, so LaShawn, who is the youth team coordinator for the DC SIL, is in my office. She also suggested September or October.
yeah.
Middle of September.
I know last time we spoke about it, we said about the third week in September. I don't remember what dates.
We can get some availability from the hotel, because not just that the students are available, but also their availability for the space.
For the month of September, check with them.
So we should give them a preference as to which dates we prefer.
Yes,
If
We
they're
should do,
available.
we should do from September to October just to see what the dates look like.
yeah, it's gonna have to be at least 3 weeks
Is there a
after school
particular day of the
starts.
week?
Is there a certain day of the week that you all prefer to have it on? According to
Oh.
how your regular schedule is?
I'm thinking from Wednesday, any day from Wednesday to Friday. Preferably be like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. Because sometimes people don't like it.
Thursday.
Yeah, but Thursday might be good because you know they got to at least go back to school on Friday, so they're probably be more likely to come.
Let me look at
Are
what's.
there days of the week that are cheaper at the hotel?
That's a good question too.
No, I think it's the same for
No,
it
it's
in that,
no days.
Okay.
that's only for the rooms. But not for those,
Well, everything is divided. I mean, you gotta pay for everything separate now.
oh, wow.
That's you pay for the microphones, the stands, the menus, everything is separate.
Oh, everything is up. Okay, we have,
Mhm.
September 4th, 11th, the 18th. The 18th is our
Yeah.
Zoom for September.
Are y'all sure y'all don't want to check with the hotel before you decide to pick the dates first?
We picking, more than one day. So, I mean, we're picking 2 or 3 dates to choose from. That's what we asking for preferences.
All right.
So I think September the 18th should be, you said that's in our thing.
That's our Zoom.
Well, that's good because we can have a meeting then.
Okay,
That could take the place of one of our public meetings.
okay.
So the 18th is what day of the week?
That's a Thursday.
So that'll be our first preference.
And the next one, let me see, you got the 25th. The last Thursday in September, and then we have the 2nd. We're in October now. The 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th.
Lost me after the 2nd. What else?
You got the 9th,
The 9th is the weekend of the holiday, right?
Columbus Day. Yeah, because Columbus Day is the 13th.
That's my birthday.
So that's not a good day.
No, that's fine. I work on my birthday. I done had a whole lot of them already.
Hey, can y'all repeat the dates for October? I'm also visually impaired, guys.
Okay, October 2nd, ready? October 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, and the 30th.
And the way our budget is set up, our fiscal year ends September 30th.
30th.
So we usually try not to go past that. If we do have to have it in October, we need to stick to the first 2 weeks. So we should try not to go past the 9th.
I think Andy wrote something in the chat. He says that's too early. Somebody wrote something in the chat, said that's too early, won't work.
You can't go, you can't do the very beginning of October because we can't pay for things in October until October gets here. And so
Right.
if you're doing October, push it to the end of October. September is far better. But I mean, we've always done October, but we do late in October because we can't start spending money until the beginning of October. You definitely don't want October 2nd.
Okay,
And the hotel prefers to be paid in full before.
Exactly.
But
That's
then
why.
that means that's September, then we're looking at September.
I
Or
know, and
November.
that is why we had considered August before, but, that's not convenient for the students. So
But then
we're
we're
trying
looking at November.
You can do October, just don't do like the first or second week of October. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Why not the 1st of October?
Because
You won't have the money?
we cannot pay for things until our budget is authorized. It doesn't get authorized until the 1st of
Okay,
October.
thank you.
So our best date is September the 18th. So Andy, we wanted to ask you, has the spill been approved?
I don't know. I will look.
okay.
Yeah, 'cause we
I
spend
haven't
money.
heard that it wasn't.
Well, they're having a lot of changes over there. I thought ACL was going over to CMS.
It doesn't, all of the staff is going as a unit somewhere else. It's like the people in the middle that supervise them got knocked out, but the people responsible for independent living, they're all still together.
Oh, that's good. So are we approved or we not approved?
He's checking.
Oh,
He's checking.
okay.
No news is good news, I guess.
He's
He's
checking.
checking it, Darn, he's looking at
Thank you.
checking his emails.
Apologize because I've seen that we're talking over each other and I'm, one of the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
All sections approved.
Oh, that's
All
good
right. Oh,
news.
thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. You did something good.
So,
Spill is approved. Note that, Brittany, the spill's been, Angie, can you give the date they approved it?
I made a note.
Date of approval.
It just says it was returned to them March 6th, and then it says sections approved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't see a date that it was approved.
Okay.
okay, and since we were on that subject of the spill, this is off topic. But we only have 11 members of the SILC, and we need more members. So try to recruit as we go around and everything.
I did send someone the link to the SILC application. I think her name is Joyce Wah. She's one of the facilitators. So I'll check and see if she filled that out.
Okay. Well, we want everybody to know that space is available
Cause Debbie,
for membership.
cause Debbie, there was, what was it, Anne Marie, the former specialist that passed away, she said she was waiting for her interview with Miss Motto, Williams, is it?
Yeah, Williams.
Yeah.
Williams.
She was waiting for her appointment for that, so I don't know if she's ever had her interview. But she did her.
I can barely
and
hear
she
you.
passed away.
Are y'all on some single speaker or are you speaking to your computer?
No, I got a speaker right in front of me. Can you hear me?
I can't
now?
hear you. And
So we need
the
to
words are
speak
not
up.
coming up quite right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
It
Just
might
raise your hand.
and maybe you're in, Miss Yvonne, because they're coming across legible on my
Is
end.
it breaking up?
Yeah, but it's slow.
Is anyone
Okay.
else having difficulty?
All right,
hearing?
okay.
Okay,
No,
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
okay, well,
Talisa, I'm
Whoever
good.
said they're
Just
good, they were
Kelly.
great.
That was
oh,
me.
that was Rob.
Can you hear me now, Yvonne?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay. Okay, what I was saying was Debbie, the former, PCA for, was her Anne Marie, the former specialist that passed away a couple years ago. She did her application, turned it all in, she was just waiting for a date of her interviews. For Motto, for Mr. Williams at the mayor's office, that's what she was waiting on.
But she passed away, though, right?
No,
what
her, who she, the specialist did, not Debbie.
Oh, so.
Debbie left being her specialist and she went on to another agency.
Yeah.
So, do you think she's interested, still interested?
I can get in touch with her, I have her phone.
If she's still interested, then follow up.
Okay.
What were we talking about? What y'all talking about? I didn't get that at all.
Recruiting other people for the silk.
Okay,
We
yeah, I
need
got a
more
couple
members
people
of the
that I
SILC.
want to
We need a
recruit.
larger body. We need at least 30 people.
I
got
can
a
get
couple of
I can
people.
get maybe 2 more people.
Yeah, I
I'm
need to
gonna
get the link.
recruit at the Anacostia River Festival on Saturday.
Oh, that's good.
I just want to note in the chat that Andy did specify that the SILC
The
will
persons.
who are not employed by DSE or the SILC.
The members have to be
Noted.
what?
Not employed by RSA or, the center.
Okay.
DSE or the SILC.
Got it.
And preferably, a person with a disability, but they can also be, a family member with a disability.
I get people with disabilities. Darnice, I'll send you an email and ask what do you need, a resume or whatever for them later.
It's actually posted on, the, internet under Moda. It's online under Moda. It's
Under
on
Moda?
Red.
I'll
Because
just
they
send out,
apply
I'll
through
send
Moda,
out
right?
I will
Andy
send
just
out
wrote
the
in
link to
chat.
the application because it may be hard for them to find, actually.
Yeah, and Andy just
Because you
put the
go
link
to
in
the
the
link,
chat.
you have to
He just
tap
posted
that
the
link
link.
and you go to Moda.
Well, it's under boards and commissions. You
Yeah,
go
but-
under boards and commissions,
Yeah,
and
but
then the acronym is under there. You can just put the SILC, SILC, and it should come up.
you
Yeah, I
can
think
send
the
it to
link
me
has
It's
been,
complicated.
yeah, because when I send it to other people, if they don't have to jump through too many hoops, this is better.
Brittany's gonna send out the link that take you directly to the application.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, if they interested, then just submit their names and their contact information to Brittany, and that way she can keep track. Because people say they want to join and then they don't want to fill out stuff, and so that way we'll
I'll
know.
stay on top of the people that I am recruiting.
And right now, since this bill has been approved, when we have our forum and public hearing on September the 18th, as long as it's done by then, as long as we recruited people by then to get our numbers up. In time for us to submit the information on our next PPR report.
Okay, I got quite a few veterans
Okay.
that might be interested, yeah.
Okay, now going back to the conference. How do you want to set it up? Do you want to set up like it's been set up with different workshops, simultaneous workshops for the youth and the consumers? And also have exhibits like we always do. Well,
I don't see where, that takes a little bit of thinking Darnice, I don't know if I'm comfortable with answering that right today, because I want to think about it in a whole, and just to give an answer right now, I don't think I want to, because I want to get a little bit of chance to think about what we could do that's different, what worked last year, and how it will work again in this coming year. So it's, yeah, I want to give an input, but I just can't do it right now because I want to give an overall thought about it.
Well,
So you want,
one of the
y'all want
things
a
that we
different format? So how do people feel about it? They want a different format? You don't have to say what you're gonna do now, you just want the format.
I think it could be
It's always
different.
worked for us in
I
the
think it's
past.
time for us to change it up a little bit. I don't see what's wrong with that.
I didn't
We've been
understand.
The
using
last
that
time
same
we picked
format
the
for
format
years.
until after a few meetings and about what we plan to do. So maybe Kathy is saying we should wait a little bit until we decide.
Yeah, that's all.
and we can somebody can
Okay.
start a kind of brainstorm on a Google Doc and have everybody so they can edit it, so that way they can put things in it. And second thing that I want to recommend is after we have the forum or any of these meetings, that we have that we do a autopsy later to say what lessons were learned. Just a
The
suggestion.
lessons learned, we included in the spiel and the PPR.
I can't. I'm gonna have to go back. I have double screen. I have to go back to see what you're saying.
She was
I
saying that
said
anything that
that,
we learn, like any corrections that need to be made to what we did or the process, we include in the spill, and it's included in the PPR.
right,
Okay. Who has that?
we all do because we're gonna have a copy of the spiel online. Now that we know that it's approved,
Approved. We had to wait for it to get approved before we,
because it's gonna be posted.
it has.
So every member I have access to it.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll just work on having that date and we'll revisit this when,
We gotta do it,
next month or something.
we need to call for another meeting. Because our next Zoom is until July.
We'll have something next month, we'll just call,
We'll just, yeah, we'll have a
we'll
Zoom.
have something next month.
And our topics were mental health, and what was the other topic?
Damien, for the youth summit, did you say mental health?
We all said mental health.
The topics?
They said mental health was one of them, and that was it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Did we consider anything that they had brought to the table that they would like to have for the next conference for the children, for the youth?
Transitioning.
Was it transitioning from
Well,
like?
transition is always included anyway, because that's part of the youth outreach from RSA and the center. So transition is always included,
Is there?
the youth transition.
Yeah, is there?
And do you want to include senior?
Are there any particular things that might affect the youth? Are there any things that particularly might affect the youth that have to do with all the things that's happening now? You know, whether they're going to apply for scholarships for FAFSA or housing. There's a lot of things that are happening in the governmental environment. Do we need to address that, or just leave it alone, or put it in specifically if it occurs in any of these topics?
Well, I think that what we should do is just think about what we like. And we're gonna have a brainstorming meeting sometime next month.
Okay.
It's not gonna be And, just write your notes, and then we'll try to decide.
I think that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking that it might be good if people have access to Google Docs, if we have notes, that we kind of throw it up in a document, and that way people can kind of be thinking about it before we have the meeting, so they will have something that they want to contribute or look at, so we won't have to keep saying the next time we'll bring that up.
Well, the thing about that is I'm not sure everybody knows how to use Google Docs, and that's why.
Okay, all right, I'll let it go, but that might be included in the training for the
Oh, okay.
community training.
Yeah, please
It's how
bring
to
that
use.
up in the
What
training.
what could be done too is that y'all set up your own like notes for brainstorm ideas that you have, and if you send them to me, I can compile it in a document. Because also at the SIL, our shared file thing doesn't work well, because of an issue with like security. So if y'all just want to send them to me once y'all get them together, I could put them in a document for us to have collectively.
Brittany,
okay.
that's a good idea, and that
Thank
way
you.
we can do that. But also, whoever's doing the training, that might be something to do, is to have people to learn about collaborative things, whether it's Google Docs or whether it's Teams or whatever, so that they can know about turning the editor on and off. That might be something for future training, because that can help us be more productive. But thank you. I'll send stuff to you, Brittany.
Thanks.
No problem.
And that way people can look at it. They might bounce off someone else's idea.
Okay, we're moving to the next item.
The next item on the agenda is updating our pamphlet.
I know, the cost and has been approved for us to update our silk brochure. And so, basically, we said we were gonna keep the same format and basically just update the address.
And the phone number.
Right, so, I want the membership to look at it and see if there's anything else besides the address that they want to change.
And we can see.
We have computer links and any social network links on the brochure.
No.
So we have to come up with, yeah, we need to update a Silk, network website.
Do we have a
Email.
Silk Facebook or Instagram?
No.
That's what we have to work
It
on.
said it did, but when I went, I couldn't get it. I went to Google, I went to it the other day, and I hit for Facebook, and there's nothing there for. So
Yeah, it used to be, but it's not now.
it's down, it's out. But it's not being used for a long
It's
time.
fine, no, they deleted it.
They deleted Meta, META, whatever that.
Meta.
service. Yeah. When you don't use something, like if you have more than one personal Facebook account and you haven't used them all, they just leave the ones you're working to.
Okay, and the other item was, we need business cards.
Business card. And I thought if we put the logo in the upper left corner of the card.
Yeah, we would need to try to design it around this logo. The Silk logo that's on the brochure.
So do y'all want physical business cards, or you saying you just want a business card in general? Because they have the QR code.
We want to design something so we can have physical, cards printed.
I can do that in
Yes,
Canvas. That's not
as well.
complicated.
And Ms. Stuckey, You just got something in my mind. Also, if we have a digital card too, because that way people can drop it in their email or other communication. I know a lot of people do use the QR codes now.
Well,
If
I will
that's
have to
not
talk-
too much to be doing.
Yeah, so it's different memberships for the QR code version of the business cards. But if y'all just need a business card design, that can be done in
Yeah, we
Canva
need a
and you
business
can have
card
it.
design right now.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And I was thinking that,
Yeah, I think the business card would be best. I mean, also along with the QR code, because I noticed that a lot of people, when they be trying to put their cameras on that QR code, it don't come all the way up. It's just be a lot of issues sometimes.
people have problems.
They
with
have
it.
a problem with it. It doesn't come
Okay.
all the way up. Keep on.
Next.
Well, I wanted to ask about the business cards. In order to save money, so that everybody can use the business card, we would leave, the name blank and the person can put their own name in there.
Sorry, can you
Put their
repeat?
name
And your title.
yeah.
So card with a blank.
But the
Saying to
cards that
design a
we
business
make-
card and leave the name portion blank.
No, have it like an underscore, underscore line, a line.
Yeah, so that we can write it in there.
So we can write in our name and our title. That way they don't have to print up like the box for Denise, a box for me, a box for you, Brittany, a box for
But
Kathy.
what then what are you gonna have, an email or a
That's a little
contact?
bit tacky, guys. I don't know if we should do that.
Yeah, I think that might be look tacky. But we can get some costing
because the
because
address
you're
that
gonna
we
want to
use-
have a email address or either a phone number on it, unless
You're
there's a
gonna
central
use the
place.
center's email address.
2600 12th Street, Northeast, is gonna be the address.
And Sims is gonna give us a number just for the silk.
Yeah,
One of the numbers are
we're
gonna
gonna have a
as a
separate
silk
phone number,
contact.
yeah.
Well, my question is, when would you be giving out a card? Why do you have one to give it out? I mean, is it we're doing outreach when we're doing one of those functions or whatever? And that's gonna be a lot of calls for that number.
Well, you do want to give. You could be at an event
I mean,
where
we're
you're talking with
responsible
somebody, and
for.
they may say, "Well, do you have a business card?" And you be like, "Yeah, sure, I have a business card. You can contact me."
But
Here,
it
blah, blah,
doesn't
blah,
have to
blah.
be that expensive. What about Vistaprint?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about a distance.
Miss
I mean,
Stuckey,
I think it's gonna be more expensive to
Yeah.
have a car for each individual.
what you're gonna get 500 cards? You think you're gonna give out more than 500 cards in the time of the term?
The thing about it is everybody order everybody 500 cards.
No, that's too many.
I
That's
think
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
just
You
have
ordered cards. I thought the cards were gonna be for people who are on the board. Now, the members, they can have just a blanket card, but the people that are
Right
board
now,
members,
right now, the total number of approved members is just 11.
but I'm saying, I'm talking about the people that has a position.
They
They
have a
can be the
reason to give out a card, is what you're
They have a
saying.
reason to give out the card. But if you just a member, you're a member, you can have a card, but it can be like a general card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because just like in June, next month, I'll be going with another group up to the Hill, talking about Medicaid and the ACL switch. So it might be good for me to give a congressional staff member a card if I had one. But even if that was not the case, if I had a design, I would just go to Vistaprint and pay for a card for me, because they sometimes have things where you can get a free. I'm looking up here now to see what the cost is.
Okay, right now, we
I
don't have
believe
our
that
money
if the
in
silk is going to
of
purchase
RSA.
items like
So I have to
business
go
cards,
to the printer that the district government recognizes.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I was
know.
gonna say. I believe you have to go through a company that is already tied with us, and I
Okay,
believe,
no problem. In the story, I'll
And
let you
they've
handle it.
already told me what the name of that company is, so.
Can you
I
send me the
think
name of
that
the company,
email
please?
address on there.
I believe it's, I believe we have a contract with Seabury.
Seabury?
Yeah, that's what Antoinette said.
What is it called?
Seabird.
Seabury. Oh, Seabury.
That's an agency, isn't it, in Northwest?
Okay.
I had no
They
idea.
relocated. They're not on 9th Street anymore. They used to be in my neighborhood, right up from Shiloh.
But we still need to make a design and we need to give us.
It's red and white.
So, okay, are we gonna, for the board members, are we gonna have our individual cards so that we have our own cell number on there plus the office number? Is this what we're trying to,
Let's see it.
is that what we're getting? Where's Kathy?
Can you do it on your computer?
Oh, she's on mute. Brittany, doesn't
Just
that make
the
sense?
FYI, Andy and LaKenya are both hopping off the meeting. Andy has another meeting. He said that if you have any questions for him, to give them to Damon. And
Okay.
LaKenya says that they have a staff meeting at 1 and she will need to jump off as well.
And I
Okay.
I'm gonna be I have to be a
Damon
part of I have to be a part of that staff meeting too, so they're gonna be calling me.
The staff meetings at 1 or 12:30?
And Brittany.
Carlisa, can you please send me the email me the info about the Seabury thing so I can see if I can make a design and if it'll be compatible with what they use to print, please?
I
Do you
believe
still
our
have the email that I sent you,
is
the
the one.
brochure?
I'm sorry, I
Brittany.
can't hear both of y'all. I'm sorry.
I believe
Brittany,
our
do you still have the
Hold
copy
on,
of that?
it's too many people talking at one time. She couldn't. It's like every time somebody start talking, somebody else start talking. Sorry,
I
y'all.
know.
Yeah, we can't tell where you begin and stop.
I believe the operations manager instructed me that she was going to be putting Ms. Bush in contact with our point of contact here in the agency that works with the Seabury company.
Okay.
So
She
I will
did.
let that point of contact know to add you to the email, Brittany, if you want to be included in that.
Please, thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Brittany,
Yes.
do you have a copy of the brochure that I emailed to you earlier?
You mean like last year?
Yeah, it's the
I believe
same
so.
brochure.
I should still have it if you sent it to me.
Yeah, and that's what we're working on, because pretty much everything is gonna pretty much stay the same, the logo
Mm-hmm.
and the wording. And we can use some of this information off the brochure on the business cards.
Okay.
So
So you
that's
want to
an
do print?
assignment
You
for
want to
me,
do
you
print?
and Robin to work on.
Yeah, the three
Okay.
of us, Brittany, you gotta let me know when you're available,
Yeah, the three of us can work on
and
it.
we can meet at the office.
Okay.
Brainstorm.
Fine.
Okay. The other thing that, what is going
The last thing on the agenda is the bylaw.
I'm not ready to start the bylaws yet because we're trying to wait till we get few more members.
Okay. Is there a way to,
I'll make a note that we're going to revisit the bylaws once we acquire more members.
okay, is there a way for me to get the most recent bylaws that?
Well, I have to research it, but that's what I need. I'll check.
Who would have that? Would Payne have it?
No,
You
I
have it?
have to go through files to see if I can recover it.
Can we meet in person?
Beg your pardon?
Could I come down there and meet in person? Because this is very frustrating. I can barely hear and I'm got a split screen
Or
of
could you
trying to
come
get.
down in person?
Yes, the meetings
Yeah.
are
The
open.
next meeting.
Okay, thank
I
you.
believe maybe you're in, Miss Yvonne,
And
though, because
where would the meeting be? At the new office?
it's on 250 East Street.
200 what? Oh, 250 East Street. I see it written down.
She's
Oh,
not
it's gonna
talking
be
about the day of. Tony,
to work on
Tony,
All of our work in between, this is like the public meetings that we listed, the quarterly meetings that we said that we would have. All the quarterly meetings are listed here, and the next one for that is July. All the other meetings that we have in between will be at the center.
It'll be at 2600 12th Street Northeast.
Right,
At
because the
SILC.
next quarterly meeting is July, right?
Right.
So your Mauser listing and the things are coming up. So the next meeting will be at 2600.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, because
all the meetings in between the public hearing, public meetings as published will be at 2600 12th Street Northeast.
all of our meetings will be at 2600. Okay.
Miss Yvonne,
Not all of them, all the non-ones that, the non-public hearing posted. When we sent out a public hearing, huh?
It's
You
not
put it in
you
an
guys,
email.
Ms.
Is what
Bush.
can you put that in the
It
email?
was in an email, it was sent out, that's why we having a meeting here.
Miss
With the
Yvonne,
calendar
usually,
at the
so
beginning of the year.
Miss Yvonne, every time we meet, you have the option to either come to 2600 12th Street, which is the SIL office,
See,
or
I can
to,
hear you really good. I can hear you very good.
but that's because I'm in a smaller room. I'm in my office. They're in one big room together, so that's why you
Oh.
can't hear them that well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brittany, clean that up for us. Tell her what,
But Miss
let
Yvonne,
her know about the.
you can
meetings.
always come to the SIL, or you can go to 250 East Street if you would like. It's not off the table for you if you would prefer that.
I just want to be able to hear. I mean, I'm seeing the words come up, but it's not coming up fast enough that I can, and I'm not getting it. So I want to get off because I'm not getting this thing from here. And I'll get
Okay.
the
I'll send you the meeting minutes also so that you can know everything that we discussed as well.
right, and I'll send you my ideas about the forum. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, she's gone. I was gonna explain to her. She missed it. Okay. All right, so, so Brittany, you gotta, let us know what days you're available for next month, for June.
I'm off on
To
Monday.
bring,
I'm off on Monday, so it's probably better to do a Monday, just because I can't account for Tuesday through Fridays.
And maybe we could just meet within the next couple of weeks. Maybe the first week in June. To finish up the brochure and the business cards.
okay, so, we'll be at the office, Brittany. What day would be good? Would you come in on Monday?
I mean, it's probably either Monday or we could do Wednesday when I have outreach, and I would just have to schedule it around a time that work for y'all. So it could be a Monday or Wednesday.
How long do you do outreach?
From 9 a.m. to like 4. So it could be anytime within that time frame, and I'll schedule my outreach around whenever y'all want to meet.
Cause I'll be I can get to the office about by no later than 9:30, cause I get an allergy start at 8:30 in the morning every 2 weeks. on
Well, I
Wednesday.
could do it probably by 9:30 or 10, so.
Do y'all want to meet at East Street, or you're trying to meet at the SIL?
The SIL,
If we're meeting
All
at
the
the SIL,
in-between meetings are at the SIL.
the in-between meetings are always at the SIL. The only thing we have here are quarterly Zoom.
if
Yeah.
it's gonna be at the SIL, then let's do it Monday, because Wednesday I stay in Ward 7 and 8. I don't come to Northeast on Wednesdays.
Okay, so Monday, can you do it on Monday?
Yeah, I have to do it early, cause I have to be home by 4 o'clock, cause I got another meeting. I have a Zoom meeting before mine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Transportation.
Yeah, I mean, early in the morning, I
Yeah.
prefer early in the
Yeah.
morning. So I would say 10. maybe
10 o'clock on June 2nd.
Hold on.
Yeah, And by then, and the three of us would, come up with ideas and try to draw out something for the business cards.
You were
And
saying
we'll go
Tuesday, June 2nd? I
June
mean, Monday,
2nd?
Monday at June 2nd at 10 a.m.
Right, correct.
Yes. And I want to make the announcement that we've been approved to go ahead and pay for our membership, our nickel membership, but I have to find out exactly how much it is.
That's for all the board members?
That's for the organization itself.
Oh, for the, oh, okay.
So it includes all.
What is that?
Hmm.
I don't
It's
know
a
what that is.
membership.
What is the nickel membership?
And the nickel membership is the National Council on Independent Living.
Okay.
We pay organizational dues as a SILC. And organizational dues are based on our annual costs to run the SILC
Okay.
every year. And it's usually no more than 10% of whatever your annual budget is. But I have to find out exactly how much. And then the other thing is because the nickel conference is coming up
In July.
and the chairperson has to attend and vote. They vote on different items nationally.
What is the date of the conference?
It's the 21st through the 24th of July.
21st.
And it's held at the Grand Hyatt
The Grand Hyatt Hotel downtown on
on 10th and H Northwest.
Okay. And you're saying only Robert has to attend?
No, she
Only
said,
2 people are being paid for the full conference. But they also having, during this time, they having an anniversary, ADA anniversary. And I'm assuming there's a meal and everything. And that's $35. And I've checked, if members want to go to that, they can go to that.
Brittany, normally we have Mr. Sims pay for us to go. So don't worry about that as far as for you, because we've been going for years. And so
Okay.
normally Mr. Sims, he'll pick select he or she who wants to go, because it's a whole big event. And then he would pay. Then either we volunteer to work or he will pay for us. And it's
Okay.
fun either way. But you could talk to LaKenya about that more.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to go over?
No, that was it. That's all we had on our agenda.
Oh,
Was there anything
I
else?
had
you
2
wanted?
announcements. They,
Brittany, you have
one
that?
announcement
Okay, the
is,
meeting is still happening.
uh,
Yes. Well,
one announcement is that the AARP is offering training to anyone that's interested in learning how to address letters to their congresspeople against Medicaid changes
Okay.
and Medicare changes. So
okay.
you just call AARP and let them know that you're interested in being trained on it. They offer you specific information and it's free.
That's
And then
our office here, downtown.
Yeah, you can just call any AARP,
Yeah.
but let them know that you are interested in learning how to protest the Medicare and Medicaid changes. And that you understand that they offer
That's a
the
good
training.
idea.
Okay, that's one. And the second thing that I'm getting ready to tell you is people in the WMATA is changing all the bus.
Better bus.
Right.
Wait a minute, what's that?
They're changing all the bus and rail routes.
Dang.
And it's gonna be
Oh, what?
it's effective June the 29th, and they've already decided which route's gonna change.
Do they say where you can see the list at?
You can find out information by going to Go Metro. You can
Go
dial
Metro, okay.
202 Go Metro,
Go
Or you can
Metro.
go online to Avada, Better Bus.
Better Bus, I go straight to Better Bus, cause I got
Yeah,
the
you can
map.
go to betterbus.com.
I got the map, I got the conversion to what the buses are current to what the buses are gonna be. They're gonna have
Right.
new numbers. They're not
And you
gonna
got a
have
whole
all the-
month to protest, but they already decided.
Yeah, they had a hearing and
Can you
it was
repeat,
no,
they're changing the routes?
yeah,
Or-
they're changing the routes. The routes
Yeah,
are
they're
all,
changing the whole the DMV,
the complete,
the whole DC, Maryland, and Virginia bus and rail routes.
Okay.
so I suggest that you go to Google, either go Ramada or go Better Bus,
Yeah,
Eliminate-
betterbus.org or betterbus.org.
yeah. And
Or
it
you can
gives
go
you
to
the,
Ramada
it gives you the
and pull
map.
up Better Bus.
You can zoom up on the map so you can look at your bus, what you,
Right, but if you wanna call, you call 202-GO, go Metro. That's the phone number that they have.
now,
GOMETRO.
Metro. And there was a question that Lynn brought to my attention this morning on the way coming in. She isn't able to afford to get Wi-Fi. She wanted to know if the SIP will pay for her essential Wi-Fi, which is $14.95 a month.
I don't think so, but
You don't
I
have to do
will
that, I
check.
thought.
Say that again. Yeah, because she's not the only one that's a member that's having an issue. I know Kim has an issue with that as well. And that's why they come to the center to get on Zoom. And if you know, if sometimes that could be inconvenience for people to come all the way to the center just so they can, if they in their home, if they like right now, and I'm not able to walk on my foot, but I'm just lucky enough to have Zoom, so I'm able to use Zoom. But if I wasn't able to do that,
Yeah, I didn't find out about
I have a
that.
question. What is the
Because I
amount?
don't know who
What
can
is the
do it
amount that?
individually.
Can someone tell
But
me
it's
what the?
supposed to be free broadband,
It's
so I'm gonna
the,
try to check on that.
The essential Wi-Fi program for low income is to Infinity, you'll be paying to Comcast, it just went up $3 more and some change, it's $14.95 a month now.
Yeah.
It was originally
it was
$9.99.
$10 at one time.
Yeah, it was $9.50.
Okay, that's a budget item that I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. Because what it is, they still offer the free cable. Basic cable is still free for low income for Comcast with the Infinity. You just have to, you can do both of them at the same time if they wanted to.
You know what? Let me check into something because I think T-Mobile has an elderly program where they give them a free router, but I don't know what it is monthly. So I have to check to see what that program is. But I know that they would give them a free router, and then I think you pay a small amount a month, but I don't remember the exact number.
We don't control our own money. And I will be working on, the main thing I will be working on is establishing a 501c3 for the SILC.
501c. That's a new item on the agenda for July, Brittany. Working on a new 501c.
Yeah, 501c3.
C3
status.
Thanks, Robin. I can hear, baby. I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. So anybody else have announcements? I'm gonna work on the Comcast to broadband.
Well, we all can do a check on it. I guess Brittany could do it too, but we all can. I look around and see what would be feasible, a good price, and what they have available out here for, like y'all said, low income to get some of these services out here.
Yeah, well,
see how that would work, because some of these places like Infinity, they not in my neighborhood, so I know some of these companies are not in every neighborhood.
Yeah, because Verizon has it too, but I think theirs is $20.
It was a thing that you could buy, a portable one.
Yeah.
It might be
is.
more
It is.
efficient for
You
us
can
to
buy
buy
one
the
that's
portable
portable.
one and give it to the people.
You can do that. Cause
I don't know how
that's
much the
for me for the
portable ones
center.
cost at this time. Anybody?
I don't know.
I'm not sure,
Do you
but
know how
Debbie
much they
Bahana,
cost?
I was given
You
one
know
for
they
the
did?
center.
I don't.
Can you hear me?
It's so quiet today, Jamie.
I heard you say Deborah Bahana, what?
Yes.
Yeah, she gave me one during COVID. I had gotten one during COVID. So so you can't get
Well,
a
if somebody
portable
can
one.
check the prices, maybe we'll be better off trying to buy those and give them to
The ones
the
that don't
members that
have,
really need
yeah.
Okay,
Because
well,
they-
I'll
if
check
you're
the
gonna
price.
use it.
it. Yeah. But
I'll give y'all
I'll
that
check.
at our next meeting.
Because I think that y'all know that the SILC can't really spend its own money the way it really wants to because we still tied with DC government. And
Right.
until we become a 501c3, and establish our own accounts and stuff, the agency can't really forward money for me to use independently. So any help that y'all could give me.
See a portable router on Amazon for $35.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's another one for $44.19. They have different price ranges, so I guess that may be an option.
Did you say mobile?
Yeah, it is. I don't know how long that'll
I mean,
stay
I
the
get a good
price.
price because then I'll just ask for approval to buy them. I
Let me
don't want to
see.
buy 14 because that's on the computer.
See, I have
And if we need it.
my own Wi-Fi, I'm fine. I've had it
I have
for
mine too.
over 5 years. And it works fine. Because we're a Comcast building. We can only put Comcast at the buildings we do wide.
Yeah, so we need to find out how many members need it. But right now, it's only one person.
It's Lynn. No, it's something wrong with Kim's
Kim,
connection.
but you need to ask, Robin, to get a head count, and if it's only Lynn, then we can figure that out. Then we can
Well, I
figure it out.
mean, you know, it's,
But if the other members
yeah, we might as
don't
well
have
buy
it,
some. I mean, that's better than trying to
yeah.
get free service, because you know how long that'll take. And the mayor is cut off, I mean, they cut off a lot of services, so.
But they said they're still gonna give us the 5 core services in the budget. They said that. She did say that.
Yeah.
And then I
Independent
just got a memo from ICIR.
But like I say, our
about-
money goes through the district government,
They just said we got all this money. I'm gonna show you this memo.
but we can't spend it the way we want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that right, Mr. Johnson?
That's correct.
But I do know that also it's a grant that they just sent out that I think you can
Yeah,
get up
that's what I
to
was gonna say. I just got
$4,000
the
for
notice.
assistive technology. It may be beneficial for her to apply to that grant and see what she can get if she has a disability. That
Where is
grant allows her to get
They
any,
just sent it to me.
huh?
They just sent me that notice about,
Yeah,
they got
you
over.
know what, Brittany, I forgot all about that because Kenya did tell us that. I'm going to see if I can help her apply for something like that as far as technology. I'll see, because I think it's
They'll pay for the router if you can, because the thing is, I think the way LaKenya described it is they give them the money to buy what they need. They don't make them give them like the way they
But
do it.
see,
They
that's but that's the only problem is if she may be able to get the actual piece, but she won't be able to pay for it monthly, and that's the problem.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that
if
was
you get the portable router though, wouldn't,
No, you got to pay for the service.
but she has a house phone, right?
You have to pay
the
for
hotspot.
the service so it can be on. It just
I
don't
understand.
come over.
I know that. I'm
That's-
saying if she gets the portable router, right? And
Yeah.
then she signs up for discounted services, and it may be beneficial because I think they cover up to $4,000. So as long as it's a way for her to make it where it's assistive technology, then it should cover it for a certain amount of time. $4,000 is a lot of money. So even if that's
Yeah, it is.
covering $20 a month for X amount of time, it covers up to a certain amount.
Well, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with trying it.
Yes, you could try it. I don't know, because we haven't had anyone
But-
complete the application yet.
No, but I
Excuse me,
definitely want to look at that.
Brittany, excuse me, do you need a landline
For what?
for that? Do you have to have a landline in your house?
For the portable router?
Yeah,
Oh,
No.
no, you don't need a phone for that. No, no.
okay.
You're gonna need internet connection. You're gonna need a
Oh.
connection so that it can connect to something. But when you pay for the service, it automatically comes because you pay for, say for Verizon. I have one that's for, they gave me Verizon. They pay Verizon. Me and Mr. Sims had one. They pay Verizon a certain amount every month so that the router will come on and so we'll be able to use the get on the internet and all of that kind of stuff, if you will. So they have to pay for that service. It's not like it's free. Then the object itself that costs maybe like she said $35, but then you got to pay for the monthly service of it.
Well,
And you can get
see,
it through Verizon, you can get it through T-Mobile. It's like a lot of other companies that help you with your.
But that's what I'm saying. The way that it was described to me is that they give them the money. So if they give them the money, she could just put that money to the side or pay that bill in advance. So it's already on record that it's paid.
Oh no, I agree with what you're saying.
And she'll have
I
the
don't have a
service.
problem with that. I'll still have her fill that application out. I'll get Ms. Brown to come and we can fill that application out. I think that's because they have this fund.
I said, there's some training that somebody just put up on me.
They do have that funds, but
Octo has training. Can I read that?
It says,
Does Ms. Brown have a cell phone also?
tech and accessible campaign. Damien, did you see that? Events and training.
My computer just died, so I only have access to the,
Is it showing the person? They have 2 events and training. Octo is sponsoring it. Tech and
Let me go
accessibility
up to the screen.
champions, that's what it's saying.
Yeah, champion.
You got it.
OCTO.
Octo, that's Octo.
And her name is
Okay.
D-A-M. Wait, let me get up there.
DAMLAMIAN. And her last name is Kareem.
Yeah, there's a comma. She has a comma in the space. And in the parentheses, O, capital OCTO, close parentheses. It says at mention. I don't know what's after that.
Well, I feel better with Kathy, filling the form out and,
You say at mention and it says mention tech and accessibility.
Oh,
Tech
that's it right there.
and accessibility champions.
I can't hear what y'all said. Can you say it again, please?
What?
What we just
What are you-
read?
What were you just reading?
We were reading the chat message.
That came up. I think Charlisa put it up there.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't see anything.
It says Microsoft terms or training or whatever that is.
It's a
And we can spell a person's name. It's DAMLANIAN.
Microsoft training.
And then it has Octo in parentheses. OCTO.
You gotta put Corrine.
Then, oh yeah, I forgot.
You gotta put a comma after her last name.
After the DA.
Sorry, y'all both talking. I have no idea what y'all trying to say at the same time.
We trying to read
Microsoft training.
read you the lady's
Name is-
name, the contact person.
Okay, what is the name?
Okay, it's DAMLAM.
if you go down to the chat, you'll see it yourself. So they don't have to worry about reading it out like that.
In my chat. That's what I'm saying. I don't have that in my chat.
You'll see it in your chat. Everybody has
It in the chat where I am either.
it.
maybe they
But do
sent,
you want me to spell it or not?
Yes, please finish. It's DAMLA.
N.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just spell it again, cause I'm
It's
hard times.
DAMLA.
DAMLAIN,
Comma,
comma,
space.
and yeah, comma, space, and her first name is CORINNE. And
Mm-hmm.
then behind that, in parentheses, is OCTO, that's octo,
Uh-huh.
at, and it has the at sign. And it says at mention with dots, I don't know what that means. But the name of it is, the training is Tech and Accessibility Champions.
So that means basically what it is, like, it's mentioning what the training
And
is.
it says 2 events and training. So I guess you gotta call a schedule.
Is it a number up there?
No number. This is at mention, so I don't know what that means. So I guess you could just go to octo.gov, because Octo is an office under DC government.
This is when
Already.
taking the pot
Oh, okay.
on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
All right. Is that everything?
He sent me when the ACI.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
You got
And then
any questions for me?
no.
That right there that you're reading, that's a personal message to me, or from mine, that doesn't have anything to do.
Oh,
with
that's
it.
Oh, we thought it was training.
That's just a notification that's popping up from my, this has nothing to do with the meeting that you guys are in.
Oh, we did all of that.
So Brittany, you don't need any of
They're
that
all in
information.
everybody else's feelings.
Okay. Miss Lynn, can you give me your email, please?
Oh, do you need mine?
Yes, ma'am. You said nobody had it. I want to take it down. Hold on for 1 second, okay?
Okay, okay,
Hold
you
on
ready?
for 1 second.
So we just about finished.
Yeah.
Okay, you can give it to me now.
We're entertaining.
GEE.
Uh-huh.
Lynn, LYNN. Brown, BROWN. Gmail.com.
It's cold.
Gmail.com.
ILTTA.
So I have GEELYNNBROWN@gmail.com.
You want me to send this to you?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you can send it to my email.
And you need my phone number?
No, ma'am. I'm just gonna make sure that you're on the emails moving forward when they send it out. So I'm gonna send your email to Charlize and everybody else so they have it.
Thanks.
No problem.
Mhm.
Wait, my lunch.
Okay, so y'all ready for the meeting to be adjourned, or do we have anything else to speak about?
So you can adjourn it.
I can adjourn. All
Wait,
in favor?
can you tell me when the next meeting will be so I can make a note again?
Oh,
Sorry.
July. Oh, wait a minute. July, wait.
July 17th.
July 17th.
Okay.
July 17th.
See, when Carlisa sent that out in January before she left on her vacation, I just put it in, but she said, put it in your calendars now. And that's what I did.
I know, and that's why Yvonne always said that she don't have stuff.
She didn't get it. But see, Yvonne was on vacation. She was already away. But she didn't check her email.
No, that's how she did it.
Yeah.
That's why she never give anything.
But
Cause
here's
I
the
said
meeting.
I told her that you just came along. See? So I put it in my calendar that day. I posted that in January.
Ms. Robin, you ready?
Okay, y'all.
Okay,
So I guess we talk later. I
All
see
right, I'm ready
everybody
to
have a good
adjourn.
rest of their day.
You too, Ms. Kathy.
Okay, you do the same.
Bye,
Okay.
Ms. Lynn. So the meeting is adjourned.
Okay, bye-bye.
Ms.
Yeah,
Robin?
meeting's adjourned.
I'm
Okay.
trying to do it now. All in, adjourn, all in favor? Aye.
Ah.
Amen. Bye.
Amen. Jesus. No, what I wanted to show you.